we're almost live. If we're live, hi Humblebees. If we're not live yet, we're just talking to ourselves.
Yeah.
But there's always a small portion of time where you go live and you're actually live, but you don't know you're live yet. So
Mine says live on Facebook.
Oh, good. Then we're live. Hi Humblebees. Hi everybody. This is Tulips and Honey coming to you live for our mega list. Becca's going to take it away with some introductions while I start sharing lists and links and stuff all over the place. So take it away, Becca.
Hi guys, welcome Humblebees. I hope you guys are having a great week. It's Friday, but my days are getting all jumbled up because of the quarantine. So it's Friday.
What year is it even? Are we still seriously in 2020?
Yes, right? I know, they just, we have like an executive order here in Arizona that just happened was it Tuesday or Wednesday? They're really not allowed to go out except for, okay, get this, beauty salons and golfing, okay, is considered essential. I am not kidding you.
Golfing is not essential.
Yeah, I'm going to need, because I think it has to do with we get so much tourism right now for golfing. And I just think our governor, that's not a smart call. I'm praying for him. Pray for Arizona governor, okay, y'all? Because beauty salons, you can't maintain 6 feet away at all.
No. And that was one of my things that I was excited that I wouldn't have to go get my hair cut. Remember, that was like a thing that I was pumped about.
Did it fall around recently?
Yes. Well, usually I get a haircut in the summer once a year. I finally cave to the demands of cutting my hair. Once it starts being able to like tie itself in a knot in the back, then I usually have to go get it cut. But I managed to not get it done last summer, so I just sort of didn't mention it, and so everybody forgot. But come spring, it was so bad that it was just starting to get like caught up in doors and windows, and it grows really fast, really long. So I was like, well, I have an excuse. I don't have to go get it cut because I got to maintain 6 feet. So I cut it myself.
Yeah, I cut mine myself. I do want to I was thinking about doing it shorter, but in my head, I've always been like, when I lose weight, that's my treat. But I haven't lost a lot of weight, so that hasn't happened.
You need to lose any weight.
I'm trying. I forgot to share a picture with you. I don't mind sharing it. I'll share it
live. We're going to share it with everybody.
Absolutely. Here's a
for the first time ever revealed to you, our Humblebees.
Yes. You guys ready for this? Me at 19. 19? No, maybe I was 20.
It's blurry. You got to keep it there for a second. We're waiting. Anticipation. The anticipation is building. There it is. Oh, you're so cute. Look at your backpack even. Yeah. Girl, you lost quite a bit of weight.
Yeah, I did. I wonder if it's not. Still not working. Sorry, guys. Oh, well, that was me. There I am.
There you are.
Can you guys see that?
You're so adorable. Yeah, oh, my goodness.
I originally lost 80 pounds in my mid-20s, but I did it, totally not the way you should do it. I based it off of, The Biggest Loser was really popular around that time. So 2010 to 2011. And I was like, I'm going to work out as much as possible and eat as less as possible. And that's what I did. And that's not maintainable.
It's not,
at all.
Unfortunately.
It doesn't work that way. And it gets harder as you get older.
Yeah, I was going to say it doesn't help too with vitamins and stuff like that if you just sort of stop eating. But I've tried that and I didn't lose weight. So I just kind of gave up.
Yeah, right after I got married, I tried to eat a lot less and work out, 4 or 5 hours, and it just doesn't, your body can't keep doing that. That's a very stressful state.
Yeah. So let us know, listeners below. I just want to say hi to a few folks that have already logged in. Sandy, Ricky, Patrick, Krista, and Amanda, Edward. You guys all, hi everybody that has joined us. This is our mega list for today. We were totally going to try once again to go live on both Facebook and YouTube, like the disastrous live panel, but I still couldn't figure out the buttons. So we're just live here on Facebook, and this video will probably be posted over on YouTube later. So if you have any questions, let us know. Hi, T-Sean. I'm probably pronouncing those names wrong.
Are you looking it up on Facebook?
Hi, Sean. Yep, I'm right here in the comments. Guys, we're so happy to see you all here. We are totally going to get started with our mega list. Becca has some wonderful
Some
shout outs to start out with.
Yeah, and all the ones that we didn't get to share apparently while I was like mute on the show last week. But so grateful. We did, at least we shared a lot of shout outs, so at least a lot of the guests that we had on, they could hear what was going on. So I hope you all know. I'll also make sure to send these out to all the panel people as well. But Deb's Journey, Sean Derby, she just said go Becca. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. We just wanted to give you a shout out. So you were the first one that we mentioned. Marie from at Discernment and Good Fruit. I got to message her. Be like, hey girl, hey, we are live.
Yes, somebody tag her in this.
Yes.
You guys go ahead if you feel so inclined to share this live video so that we can get this around, because we're going to be doing quite a bit of shout outs and recommendations, suggestions, all the cool stuff. We've got lots of links. Yes. And I will be adding the links in the comments below. And then whenever we switch this over to the YouTube side, it'll be in the description. So if you guys want to continue to check on any of the links that we mentioned here, you'll have them all there. But it's mad chaos right now in the comments. Patrick literally gave me a heart attack starting off with, where's the audio?
No, stop it. Stop it, Patrick.
I died slightly. My soul slightly died as I saw that. Like, no, please, no. No.
Patrick's hilarious, though.
He's so funny. Oh my goodness. Do you keep going with the shout outs, and then I have to tell you all what his wonderful, beautiful wife is doing. I cannot wait to tell you guys.
I know. Okay, so Marie, she wanted to tell Doreen how grateful she was for her boldness, and that God used her for her to hear the gospel. That's so cool, Marie. That's awesome. I did tell Doreen that, so that's awesome. Ricky, our Ricky B, our Patreon supporter. Okay, what? Ricky the Princess B. She said she's learned a lot from Justin Peters, and she's really enjoying. She and I are reading that Susan Heck book. On Your Knees, is that what it? Ricky, is that what it is? I think that's what it is. But it's Susan Heck book that we're doing together. Julie from the Hub. This one was a very interesting one where she wrote into John Hagee, and she was really ill, and he told her she had secret sin. That's goodness. Like their go-to thing. I hate that. It's always like that. And so sad. But someone, was it your son, Julie, that I think sent her Justin Peters a call to discernment. So that's just so cool to hear that.
Wow. Praise God. That's so wonderful. Just like you. I
know, I said that too. I was like, that sounds just like, I was like reading it. I was like, that sounds just like me.
That's so great. Right? Oh, hi, Julie. You guys, Becca did totally say all these shout outs in that live panel while everybody was telling me in the comments below that nobody could hear her.
Yeah. So. We did tell
She still loves me. She's so sweet. She gave like so much grace to me and was so kind. And
ditto. How she has me as a co-host, I have no idea either. Especially I have like a cray-cray, kind of in-laws. I super love them, but it gets crazy sometimes. So she helps. She helps in that department. She's so sweet and still lets me be on this.
That's right. Except for the pineapple pizza thing, that really does test me. Ricky did say that the title of that was on Our Knees. Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Crystal said we are so cute, but she said it the proper way. I got to tell you, grammatically correct. She said, "Y'all are so cute."
Yes.
That is the correct way to say it. In case anybody was wondering, it is y'all. Hi, Crystal. There's so many people now watching. I just want to say hi to Joshua, Carol, Alexis, Jim and Lana, Helen, Andrew, Colleen. Hi, everybody that is watching. We're so glad to have you guys on here. We're going to get into the meat of what we're doing. And just a second, but do we have a few more shout outs?
We do. Lydia Harris was thankful for Justin Peters, Doreen, from Susan, also Justin Peters. She's also going to be doing Susan's Bible studies. That's really great. I would love for our church to do that. That'd be awesome. Jana on Facebook, she heard about Susan Heck's ministry through Justin Peters. Phil Johnson is another pillar of the Lord's building. Oh, and Squirrel, Lauren and I both said something word of phasey to film. So it was hilarious. It was so great. It happened. We did it twice. Pray for him. We hope he still can come on the show again. He did laugh.
He did laugh. Yes.
Yeah.
Which is good because we'd never we'd never talked with him before. Whereas all the other people on the panel, if you guys didn't get the chance to see the live panel that was last week where we had Dwayne Atkinson, Justin Peters, Dorian Virtue, Susan Heck, and Phil Johnson, and everybody else on the panel had already been interviewed by us except for Phil Johnson. And so as the words were coming out of my mouth, I was like, wait a minute. I don't know if this is something that's going to be.
We all laughed.
Yes, but it was okay. And he just totally laughed it off like it was okay. So
yes, Lauren and I were like, we're just going to be ourselves. And we just went for it. We just laughed and had a good time. Professional. Yeah, because halfway through it was, we just realized we're just going to have fun because we couldn't control everything. So we were like, all right, let's just keep going. But we had some really great shout outs from all of you. Emily Macy had a really great one for Justin Peters, Phil Johnson, Doreen, Chuck and Lowe. We're really grateful about Dwayne. It's been a blessing to be a friend with him. They met him at G3 conference. And it's been a really great friendship. And a big thank you from us, Tulips and Honey, to Dwayne for being a forerunner for Reformed podcasters. You are such a blessing to the hub and to our humblebees. And a big thank you to all of our guests coming on. It was really great. It worked out because I think I asked them towards the end. I was like, has this affected your travel? And, it's affected everything. So a lot of the speaking engagements that they were going to have in traveling is all canceled. And I was like, it didn't hit me till I asked them because Lauren and I just do this on here. So we really haven't.
We're not going anywhere anyway.
Yeah, but I think it made them more available. So Lauren came up with it within like a couple of days. So that's all we were doing was like making graphics, contacting. She was upping her internet, checking all of the software and stuff. Like it was crazy, but it also didn't represent how hard we worked for that day.
I know. That's why I was so bummed. It was like, man, all that effort. But I mean, I think my mindset was like, okay, this is going to be over and everybody is going to be going back to work in a couple of weeks. And if I had known that's not what was going to happen, I would have taken more time to plan it out and make sure that everything was a little bit smoother. But I was just like, man, if we don't get them all in this week and this all blows over next week and we all get to go back to work, well, I'm not going anywhere, but you know what I'm saying? I was like, I got to do this right now. And that's why it's good for people to have co-hosts because I'm like, right now, we're going to do this right now. And sometimes
I'm like, wait, what are we doing? I'm the worry wart. I'm like, wait, what if this happens? What if this?
Every now and then you're able to like draw me back and be like, well, let's like think this through. But sometimes I get too excited like that.
That was cool. I do think like a lot of their plans were canceled. So they were available this past week and we were able to have them on. So that was such a blessing. I hope that we can continue having panels like that. I'm not sure if we're going to do them live, but we'll always have a chance to ask questions for you to send in to us so we can ask them. That was a really great panel though. It was really fun. It was funny.
So, if you're listening and you have a podcast, now is a good time to get all of the people on your program that you haven't been able to get, except for a couple of people that were still like, no, we're still too busy. But most of the people were like, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah. Okay, I just want to let everybody know really quickly, if you're listening in the comments below while we're talking in this mega list, that you can leave us questions. If you have questions that you want us to answer, we'll answer them live right now. But we have quite a bit of stuff to get through because all morning this morning I was sending Becca more links of things that I was super excited about. So,
I was like, am I adding this to the outline? Am I doing? What are we doing?
And this and that and this and that and and then this is happening. We got to do that. So there's gonna be a lot of links, and I'll try to continue to put them all in the comments below. But yeah, just if you have questions, let us know, and we're gonna go ahead and get started with all of the questions.
Get some answers. Can anybody name where that's from?
Whoa!
What's a fire and why does it?
Oh, I know. I totally know. Okay.
Let's see. Can you guys guess? Let's see. Does anybody know what I'm saying?
Yes. Let us know in the comments below if you know.
What's the word? Burn.
I feel like we should be on TikTok.
We should. Oh my gosh. Ricky said she's going to help us with TikTok, Snapchat, of course. Professor Snapchat. Okay. And she's going to help us learn how to do it.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, praise God for help. Okay. yeah, anybody that wants to volunteer. Little Mermaid, Ricky got it. Good job, Ricky.
Yeah,
Way to go.
I think we would be hilarious on TikTok.
I think so too, because we're just not professional. Ricky, I'm sending you your prize for winning that right now. It's positive thoughts.
Oh, do people want to know what we told Phil Johnson?
Oh,
it was so word of faithy.
Oh my goodness, it was super word of faithy. You go first. Yours was really funny.
Okay. Towards the end, we asked him a question, and right at the end, it kind of the internet kind of froze up a little bit, and we were telling him that, oh, sorry, a little bit. It was like just a little like phrases that we use, during speech. Yeah, I think like kinds of those things. So it really wasn't super bad. But I was like, oh, Phil, we missed a little bit of you at the end. You were speaking too much negative confession. Yeah, just everybody laughed. It was but later I was like, oh, I told Phil Johnson he had negative confession.
So great. It was so much fun. I think I said I was going to speak something into existence. Oh, yes. He was talking about how he helps John MacArthur with his books, with editing his books, and how he just sort of does all this work. And I was just like, I need somebody to follow me around editing my words. I'm going to speak that into existence. And I forget, because like Justin Peters and Doreen, they both, and Dwayne too, all three of them know exactly like where we're coming from, because all three of them are directly engaging in like word of faith ministry. But I don't know about Susan Heck and Phil Johnson. Like,
how much liberty we had, but Lauren and I were like, we're just gonna be us.
Yeah, we're just gonna go for it. Speaking of going for it, I'm gonna go for it with the first thing that I want to recommend. This, guys, listen. Okay, our mega list. In case you were wondering, the mega list started out as a blog post. Every Friday, I would pull the things that I wanted to recommend, suggest, things that I wanted to review if there's books, because I used to do a book review every Thursday or a movie review. And so I couldn't do that anymore.
With all the other content that you're consuming through the entire week, you were also providing. Like, you're insane. I don't know how she does it, guys. I have no idea. She'll be like, I'm done with the book. And I'll be like, wait.
Lack of sleep. But I got in trouble for the lack of sleep thing here. I had to be a submissive wife, because here recently my husband totally blackmailed me and bribed me. Not really bribed me. He blackmailed me into getting at least 7 hours of sleep because of the coronavirus. I tried not to get any more than 6 hours of sleep, because ain't nobody got time for that. And he was just like,
yeah, guys, what is your average?
Probably 5.5. But if I'm gonna go, like, sleeping in would be 6.5 hours. I would think, like
6.5 hours.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
But I just never
what does your
it.
day look like? Are you just using your earplugs all day?
Yes.
Listening.
Yes.
She listens to articles.
Yes. Oh, yes. If you guys don't know how to do that, that like revolutionized the way that I live my life. You can make your phone read things to you, even Kindle books. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, that just changed everything for me. And so I totally, after that, was able to like do a lot more reading.
Then I couldn't keep up at all. I don't even try now.
I wasn't getting even near as much stuff consumed, but now that I can make my phone read to me, I have a problem focusing. And so if I don't have something playing in my ear,
I see. Okay.
Something that I can focus on. Yeah. If I'm doing laundry and I'm not listening to something, my mind is going to immediately go, oh, I was supposed to start the dishes. Oh, I really needed to go to the store and pick up the such and such, or, oh, this lesson needs to be fixed for Kaylee, or whatever it is.
Right.
I'm going to be all over the place, maybe a basket case. But if I put something in my ears to focus my brain on,
that helps
I can get through a lot of
laundry.
totally
opposite. When I'm making memes and like creating and putting outlines together, I cannot be listening to like a sermon. Lo and I talked about this. I don't know if Lo's watching, but she and I talked about this. We have to be like writing it out. Like, I don't know. My brain just doesn't flip like that.
Yeah. That's because you're normal.
Auditory learners, 10% of people are auditory learners, and that's awesome. That means we all have to work harder at our auditory listening. I want to get better. Like, I would like to be able to make whatever graphics and be able to listen to podcasts and sermons. That's my new goal.
It's so funny, because I would like to just be able to do something and not have to have 8,000 things prepared. Like, I just want to be able to walk through a grocery store and pick up all the things that I need. If I don't have the earbuds on, if I'm there by myself, I'll be there 5 hours, like, and I'll come home without any of the stuff that we need. And so I just have to have like, It's like some sort of weird, I don't know. I'm weird. It's cool.
Oh,
It's okay.
so
I'm just
before
a
you go
super
on,
weirdo.
I was here I'm super weird. Okay. So we're both weird. Okay.
Yeah.
We both told Phil Johnson some Word of Faith stuff. That's how weird
So
we are.
true.
Okay.
Poor
It's not
Phil.
professional.
He took it like a
He
champ.
comes on. He
I
did. He
know.
laughed. He laughed. Okay. So I was hearing, I don't know if anybody's heard this. Let me know in the comments, y'all. But I was hearing maybe Trump's going to have the whole nation try to wear masks while going out.
Oh.
That's what I'm hearing. I was reading that somewhere. I don't know how they'll be able to implement that.
I don't either. That seems like that would be a really difficult thing for him to implement. Yeah. Not many of us have, bug out bags with
bug out,
surgical.
True.
What are they called? N95 masks.
N95 masks. I would
totally
like
got
that.
Complimented, by the way. This is the weirdest compliment I've ever been given, but an employee at Walmart came down off of her shelf to compliment me on my protective gear.
She came down from her shelf. Was it?
Yep. She was up on the ladder. You know how they're just they're nonstop stocking all the time, 24/7.
They are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She came down off of her ladder and approached me 6 feet away to tell me that she really liked my protective gear. So.
Wow. Nice. She's like, it's really pretty. I like that color.
I know. Gosh.
You do like blue.
She was just like, thank you for, being considerate of others and wearing all that. And I was like, you're welcome.
Yes. I know whenever someone sneezes, I'm like, we're done. We're done. Here it is. It was like that we were at Disneyland. Anytime someone sneezed, like while we were in line, we were like, and I would just get my hand sanitizer. Yeah.
Cleaning with all of that. Yes. Seriously. Okay. Now we're going to totally get into the meat of this review.
Yay.
We have
Kathy's
a lot
watching.
of things to cover. Hi, Kathy.
Yay.
Hey, guys. There's like tons of people watching. I'm super excited.
Patrick
okay.
said, who doesn't have a big bug out, but a big out bag? Is that what you said? A big bug out bag.
Did I say big bag? I probably did. Everybody should, and it should include an N95, but not right now because there's no way you're going to get any. So I looked online. But that does lead us right into the first thing that I wanted to talk about, and it does have something to do with Patrick. So I'm really excited that he said something because Patrick's wife, Laura, is making masks for the hospital there. Now, if you guys don't know, Michigan, which is where they're located, has over 10,000 cases right now. Like their state is just in comparison, our state has less than 150. Right. So I mean, that's a huge difference, right? So the hospitals ran out of masks early on, and they were asking people in the surrounding areas to make the masks, hand sew these masks, and they sent out patterns. And she has made over 200 of these masks for her hospital, hospital. And so I just wanted to mention that if we can, I'm going to pull the link. Hopefully I can get it. I don't have it on me right now, but for the pattern and everything. And if you guys have extra time because you're home and you have some sort of skill or ability, even if your particular hospital in your town doesn't need these masks, there might be somebody else that does. Yeah. So maybe we can find out who needs them.
Yes. Do you have sewing skills? I don't. You were talking about sewing skills. Whoever has the skills, I was like, I have skills.
Fabric glue.
Felt. That's it. That's all I got. I have no idea how to make it.
I cheat.
That is so
totally
cool that she makes these though.
Yes,
thank you so much.
And they look
Laura.
fantastic. Yeah, Justin was like, these look so professional. They look like better than the professionals. So that's something that we could be doing. And I just really wanted to give her a shout out for doing that because she's taking her hard-earned time, not hard-earned time, that makes no sense. Her hard-earned money for this fabric and all of her time in the day to sit and do that. And she's not out of work. She's working from home. So she's still she's doing this on top of everything else. So I just wanted to shout out to that amazing sister in Christ that's doing such a wonderful thing. Patrick's question while we're talking about that is, what is our favorite episode of Cave to the Cross Apologetics? And no real question. Have you found yourself missing aspects of not meeting at church you didn't think you would? But I do actually have a favorite episode, but right now, because I just watched it, I would probably have to say that my favorite episode is the one that he did with his pastor. They just released last week.
Oh yeah, I want to catch that.
Right. So I mean, I think probably before that it's going to have to be the first book that they did, because I like binge watched or binge listened to all of that. I didn't know they were on YouTube at the time. But what do you think, Becca? Do you miss certain aspects about church that you didn't think you would?
Ooh, yes. And I really liked Patrick's, what's Nancy Piercy? They were breaking down her book. That was really cool.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait. Hopefully they'll get her on and be able to do an interview with her. That would be really cool.
Yes. And I did see that the podcast that with his pastor, so I do want to watch that. I'm a little behind my podcasting. I'm not Lauren, where she like devours. She wakes up in the morning and the internet is done. Like she did it. She did it all. It's all over. But things that I'm missing out from church that I'm missing. I super miss singing with my fellow brothers and sisters. There's just nothing like going to church, being around your fellow brethren and singing together. And being able to get my hugs from them and asking how they're doing through the week and that connection. Yeah, I miss that. Yeah, how about you?
I miss the organization of it. Like,
yeah,
I think there's something wrong with my brain that if things are differently organized, if I've gotten used to the pattern of something and then it changes, it really, really affects me. Like, my whole day after that, I'm just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be. What am I supposed to do with my hands? I don't even know.
Yeah. What are you doing on Sundays? What have you been doing lately?
Well, usually I do a live stream with Kaylee, and we have our journals that were sent to us by the lovely Biblical Creative. So we have our Bible journals out, and we got our Bibles out, and we do the live stream, and then if we can.
Which one do you watch? Do you watch Grace to You?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been doing Grace to You because you do it, and so it's like we're going to church together.
Yes. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so
super
sweet.
Cheesy. But yes, okay, that's that. I'm super pumped about being able to at least watch Grace to You, although I do miss going to church, and I miss getting to like fellowship and sing and everything. But that is a really good question. If anybody else has questions, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. We'll see if we can get to them today. One of the shout outs that I really, really want to Sandy said you need to watch us. I have been watching Edward's, but I don't watch it live. I catch it later on and whenever he streams it, and it's been fantastic. What a blessing that is to me, just to like Edward and Sandy have been such a blessing to us to begin with, because when we have like theological questions or concerns, they're like, our parents. We get to go and ask them. So,
yes. Yeah. And Sandy, have you been feeling better? I saw you haven't been feeling well. How are you? Let us know. Yes. I love that you're on watching us.
I know. Hi, Sandy. Here's a few other people that I was going to say hi to really quick. Hi, Brandy, John, and Annette. Thank you for joining us in our live stream. And Bethany. We're going to talk about some stuff that we want to recommend really quickly. I have this book right here. I think we had her on, last month?
Yes. Or February. Was it February we had her on?
I think it was February. Brooke Barts, or on Facebook and Instagram, it would be just Brooke Barts. Her book, Chronic Love, right now, I think is just a really great book for what we're going through. It's all about God's sovereignty during suffering, during pain, and during sickness. And so I just really wanted to mention that book. It's such a wonderful book. And Sandy said she's feeling much better. Praise God for that. I'm so thankful for her feeling better. I'm really, really glad about that. You can find Brooke's book, by the way. It's on Amazon, right? It's an Amazon book where you can get it Kindle.
So. It's all available, all versions, so you can buy the paperback or the Kindle version. Yes. Yeah. I don't know where else she has it. I wonder if she has a website. She might have a website. We'll add that in later.
Yeah.
But she's awesome. She's on Instagram. She's in our Facebook group. She often comments in there. So come join us on our Facebook group. Please share this video. That's going to be a super great help to the hub for people to see our content, is if you share it. So feel free like a bee to share.
Not a bird. Free like a bee.
Not a bird.
Absolutely. Come to our group, Tulips and Honey Hub group. Not the page. We do have the page over here. you can go and like that too. That'd be great. But we also have the group where we do book giveaways, and we are going to be doing a giveaway really, really soon. We're finishing up with our theology, Name That Theologian. And so I think Tuesday we'll probably be drawing a name for the winners. I'm really excited. This is going to be the biggest gift card we've given away yet. So it's going to be an Amazon gift card for $40. And our book that we're going to be giving away, let me pull that out really quickly because I think I do have that right here in my drawer.
Ooh. Drum roll. I can't even do it. Or clapping.
There's that part of that movie, that Christmas movie, The Christmas Vacation, where he's like, drum roll, please, and all the family is like, that's not it.
Yes, okay. With the Christmas lights.
Yes, this is the book we're going to be doing the giveaway for. So if you win the main prize, you're going to be winning that $40 gift card to Amazon. You can buy lots of toilet paper and lots of masks with that, and you're going to be getting this book in the mail. I have 2 of them that have not been opened. They're still in their plastic, so totally sanitary. That's going to be coming right at you in the mail. Second prize winner is going to get a free shirt or coffee mug from our shop. I can totally put the link to our shop in the comments below really quickly while we're moving on. And then, of course, the third prize winner is going to get just the coupon code for an inexpensive item in our shop. Woo woo. Exciting.
Yes.
So that's our Name That Theologian. So come join us in our group so that, you can be a part of that. And we do a monthly giveaway. We'll be doing that really soon of an audio book. So, we have lots of fun over there, too. Everybody is so sweet.
Yes, the Name That Theologian's been really fun. And you said toilet paper, and I made a meme for yesterday. Totally using these bad boys when I ran out of toilet paper. And some people didn't like it. We got some hate up in there for that. But someone posted that's not even good for toilet paper usage. I know. That's how bad it is. It would be
quite uncomfortable, but it was very Dee I think actually was like, but you might accidentally read it, which brings us to our next recommendation for you all. Dee, a brother in Christ that has been listening to our program for quite a while. He's been such an encouragement, and I think is he just on Instagram, or is he also in our hub? I don't think he's in the hub.
I don't know. I couldn't remember. Dee, we're so sorry if you are. His name's Dee Wadell. We primarily know him through Instagram at reformed_disciple, but he spells it DEECIPLE. Really creative name, and he's on YouTube as DEE77_77. We'll have the links of that below. But he just started a YouTube channel. I think he was using it for something else originally, so he's not sure what route he's going with it. But lately, he's been talking more about different theology and topics, and it's just been really encouraging. And I was so excited. It's really awesome. We offered help if he needs anything. Dee, let us know. Do you need help with podcasting? Do you need help with your YouTube? Do you need help with logos? Let us know. We'd like to help. And we're so encouraged. Yeah, please go to his YouTube, subscribe.
Yes. I'm going to totally find the links that I need on my actual computer because I'm not seeing them on my phone. So I'm still chatting with you guys, but I'm just going to pull this over here and also be looking for these links so that I can get them in there a little bit quicker.
I don't know if everybody saw while you're looking for that, I was going to show them I used to be a lot heavier. I was showing this to Lauren when we first started. What bam?
I don't know why it is so blurry. It won't. For some reason, it does not want to focus on it.
Is that better? Maybe I'll try a different one. Here you go.
It's so weird. Can we post it in the comments?
Yes. Why doesn't it do it there?
Oh, there you go.
That was me. I think that was 2009, and when I was at Disneyland, and I was looking at them. Still not doing it.
Oh, there you go. It worked for a second there.
That's me. Super. I don't remember how old I was. 2009. I think I was 23.
Oh, wow.
Photo. Yeah.
You've lost so much weight though, but
yes. Yeah, I lost over 8 pounds. And Emily sent us a text. Emily, you're so awesome.
I know. She's such a sweetie. I gotta say, I gotta point out, this is so funny. Edward totally got on to Sandy. He was like, "Are you texting and driving?"
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
That is so great. I love that. That is so funny. You guys are hilarious. I just posted the link in the comments below for Dee's YouTube if you wanted to get a hold of that.
Check him out.
Yeah, go subscribe to his channel. What a wonderful brother in Christ he has been. such an encouragement to us, and we didn't even know, like, that's the crazy thing, is that he never even mentioned to us that he had a channel or anything like that. Like, he just wanted to be an encouragement to us. And so I was really encouraged by that just we really want to make sure that we're supporting any of our brothers and sisters in Christ out there that are doing things like that. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about on our list here, our unofficial list, is, I'm pulling it up here because I sent you all these links this morning. So Answers in Genesis. A lot of us have kiddos at home right now. I've mentioned this several times. Answers in Genesis, they have regular content that they're always pushing out. But since everybody is home right now, they're doing even more educational content than they ordinarily would. There's videos of Ken Ham, like, learning and watching people make donuts. There's lots of scientific videos for kiddos, things to that nature. What a blessing that is if you're home and you're not sure how to, like, especially if you haven't homeschooled before, you've just sort of been thrown into that. This is a good option if you need some, like, really cool scientific content. And I'll make sure to put the links to that in the comments below too. I'm a few links behind, so give me a few minutes. But Becca, do you have some shout outs or some suggestions really quickly?
Ooh,
I'm gonna plug my computer in while you do that, because I just noticed that it's at like 12%.
I've been 12%. You gotta get that real quick. Gotta get that cord. Trying to think. I've been really enjoying the Renew Your Mind, RC Sproul, and if anybody has any more recommendations, I know Sean from Guys with Bibles, which we're gonna be on their show or with them. We're gonna be doing a collab with them next week, so I'm really excited about that. But I think Sean had sent some, not the Renew Your Mind, but some of the other teaching series that are on there. I think Dwayne even mentioned about the Attributes of God by Steve Lawson is on there. So there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do. There's so much available that you can download. I'm trying to download as much as possible with the
while we have the chance.
Yes.
Yes.
What else can I get? Let's go.
Seriously. Also, I saw, and I think Chuck and Lowe from the Chuck and Lowe Show actually posted about this, that the Master's Seminary has their marriage and family counseling classes totally free right now. So if that was something somebody's interested in, you can go over to the Master's Seminary and just take those courses for free, which I just think, what a blessing that everybody in the church has come up. It's tremendous and amazing and such an encouragement for me to see the difference between the Word of Faith churches that are like, the police are having to come and shut them down to stop the spread of this virus because they are, like, refusing to obey the law and refusing to love their congregants enough to just stay home for a short amount of time.
Yeah. And they're, like, flipping it now, the narrative. They're like, look at this persecution. Look at what they're doing to the church. And they're not abiding by law, first off. Right. And then they're putting other people at risk. And that could have horrible ramifications by them coming together. And there's no regard for life in that way. I mean, but they're flipping it, like Rodney Howard-Browne's trying to come up with this whole, they're persecuting their church because they should be able to get together. But did he say something? I read that, I'm not 100% sure, but, like, basically to the point, he says that he has, like, the cure.
Lots of them have said that, and lots of them are now being sued because they're saying things like that, and rightly so. But what a difference that is from the Word of Faith churches to what we see with John MacArthur. Patrick said in the comments below that the Attributes is also available on Amazon Prime, and that the Cincinnati Zoo has their animals on Facebook Live.
No,
for people. Yeah, what a blessing. We can do these things. And I want to point out too, I probably said this before, but if you have 3D goggles, most of the museums of the world have 3D options where you can feel like you're walking through their museum. And a lot of the major, like, destinations that you would want to go to see really ancient old stuff, most of that has 3D options too, where you can put your 3D goggles on. There's 3D videos of the Creation Museum and of the Ark. So those are also options there if you really want to see things like that. Sean just said that one of our links is not working. Which link is that, Sean? Is it the shirt link? Is that the one that's not working? Let me see here. I think there was another link that I needed to do in between that. So y'all let me know if I forget. Is your Spreadshirt affected by COVID? It was. I think it's probably still going to be a slower option if you guys want to order shirts. but they had shut down for a while and then they reopened. So as far as I know right now, it's definitely still available. But guys, have y'all noticed if you really want to order something, you cannot order from Amazon? Like,
I know.
You have to go anywhere else because they are totally crazy, booked past everything. Like I've just been going straight to websites, which I don't usually do because I want to keep my bank safe and stuff. But yeah, Amazon, they're like, you might get this in June. Whoa!
I know. Yeah, it's like
I pay for extra.
Yeah, I know. Have you been doing the thing where you get the package and you put it to the side for like, this is what we've been doing for 24 hours. And then I wipe it down more because cardboard, it can stay for up to a day.
Oh, I didn't think about that. No, I didn't think about that. That is so crazy. What a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've gotten a whole lot of packages.
It gets longer, or the time frame for the virus to stay on something, because there have been some people that have gotten the virus through the mail.
That's not good. That is not good. Okay, I'm going to start spraying everything down now. Great. That's crazy.
I know.
Because, I mean, we're trying to be responsible by not going out, but that's not helping a whole lot if we're still going to be coming in the mail. All right, let's see. Next thing on our list that we wanted to talk about, I'm still looking over here to pull up all of our links that I sent you randomly this morning.
Sean said the Spreadshirt isn't working, that link.
Yeah, I don't understand. Whenever I clicked it, it worked. I'm going to have to work on that and see what's going on. Do you want to click it, see if it works? Hi, Tammy.
Tammy.
Hi, guys. There. Yeah, check it out. See what you think. I'm just looking up all of the things that I wanted to talk about. Becca totally made me an outline and I forgot to print
what else there's the book wish list.
It's true. We do have a book list. Oh, that's right. That's what I wanted to talk about. Okay, thank you. I knew there was something super important. Okay, so coming up soon, there's this very dear sweet sister who's been reading through the Gospel according to Jesus with me. And her son's birthday, she has a son who's autistic and his birthday is coming up. And so obviously, of course, because we're in quarantine, he can't actually have a real party. And so she was going to do this really cool book thing where you could join this book party. And if you buy a book for your kiddo, he got a credit to get a book for himself. And so I wanted to see if we could make it an even more special birthday. Now, I know a lot of people can't right now because of the job loss and things like that. And so if you can't, please don't feel any pressure with any of this stuff, but just if you do have the ability, I'm gonna put the links down below for his birthday wish list and the book list that she sent me. And we wanted to tell him a happy early birthday because it's such a bummer that these kiddos that have birthdays right now, and I have a March birthday. I remember growing up and my birthday was always epic because tax time.
Yes. I didn't think of that. It's true though.
We did always have like a little bit more of an exciting birthday because of that. But for anybody who has little kiddos, if your kiddo has a birthday during the next couple of months, if we're still in lockdown, send us their name, send us a picture of them. We'll shout them out in our Friday mega list. But I'm going to go ahead and add these links to the comments below. What a sweet family that they are. I'm so thankful to have even been able to like connect with her. She's been such a blessing. She just has such a passion for the truth, for God's word. I mean, it's just truly one of those women that are like, you can tell that she's frustrated that she doesn't have more time to like look into these things. She's just such a kind and sweet woman. And so I'm going to put the links in the comments below in case you guys want to join us in sending him early birthday wishes and early birthday
That's so sweet. Stuff. That's so neat. Let's bless this birthday for another Humblebee son. That is so cool. I love that. Oh, and we forgot to mention on the it connects it back to the Ligonier stuff that we can create a free study group on the Ligonier Connect.
Yes. So that's cool. Such a neat thing. I am so pumped about that too. Did I add that link? I did. Okay. I'll pull that link up and I'll post it under the things below. If you guys have pastors or elders that are wanting to do anything fun with the not fun, but anything educational with the congregation, you can't meet together in small groups. Ligonier did release their small groups
that's so cool.
lessons for free. Yeah. So I'm gonna put the link to that in the comments below as well. And remember, if you guys have any questions for us before we log off, stick them in the comments below and we will get to them. Becca,
stick them in there. There was one more thing.
questions though on the list for the panel that we didn't get to that you were hoping to ask now?
I deleted them because I made this outline. But let's see if I can open it other.
That's okay. I don't think anybody sent us questions in either.
There were a lot of questions that we didn't get to ask, but they were specifically for the panel list.
Yeah, I think so.
So
I think most of what we had was for the panel. So
but we got through a lot of them.
We did. We totally did.
So it was really good, and hopefully we can have them on again. And but also tonight, I don't know if anybody's available, but hopefully you can watch this. The Raza Reforma guys are going live tonight, which is so cool.
Super pumped.
It'll be live, I think, through their Facebook group, Raza Reforma, and it'll be at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Mm-hmm. And I'm so excited. I let them know I hope I can make it. And I totally put that song, because I posted about it on Instagram, and I said, what did I say about the Spice Girls? Say you'll be there. I love that song. Giving you everything. I don't know how much I can sing of it, but it's Say You'll Be There.
Does it count if we're live? If we're live, do you still have to worry about that? I don't know.
I don't know. I did less than 10 seconds. It doesn't count.
Did. That's right. Count. So they need to just like back up a little bit.
Yeah. Rein it in.
Or maybe not. Maybe they won't.
Yeah.
Maybe we just did not get kicked off.
Yes. If you guys don't know, we're also on Instagram, and that's where I post a lot of. I can't post stories on my personal Instagram or my personal Facebook. You might not see me post a whole lot in general because I have a family that get really upset about stuff, so I'm really careful on my personal. Lauren sometimes has to remind me, hey, post this on there so we can get more people to see this and share the gospel. I was like, yeah, that's right. I gotta do that. I try to remember.
I'm still trying to get that link correct for y'all.
The spreadsheet one or spreadshirt.
The spreadshirt one. So hang tight with that one, and I'll make sure when we get done with this that I find that correct one, because I see what happened now. I totally gave you guys the wrong link. That's my bad.
Oops, we are not professional. We are not professional.
No.
That should be our intro on YouTube.
I totally agree. I need to do that. I totally need to do that. You guys, sorry about giving you the wrong thing. There it goes.
Yeah.
Patrick said this live stream is on lockdown now because you're singing.
It's being quarantined. Of course it is. Of course it is.
Of course. Please don't quarantine us anymore.
Please don't quarantine us. I know. Okay. Like, what day is it?
Right. Marie has a great question. She said, what book of the Bible are you studying right now?
Ooh.
I like that question.
That's a good one. Question. I'm constantly coming back to a lot of Proverbs because I read Proverbs every day. And then I'm also in, Deuteronomy and Mark.
Ooh.
So going through a lot of but I'm really enjoying going through the Gospels again.
Oops.
I hope to go through this a few more times.
Nice. Oh, I like that.
Sean says you two make me laugh. Yay! We're so glad we make you laugh.
That is literally our goal.
That is our goal. Yeah, like we have the reputation of like making. My goal is to make Lauren laugh. So if I can make Lauren laugh, I hope you guys are laughing with that.
Yes, it's really easy for me to laugh. So I mean, it's not like I'm not a hard target here. So I'm not very. Much fun. I literally pulled out so I have one of those, I don't know if you guys know, like those like floppy cake pans that don't stick. So, it's easier for you, but they're made of that fun silicone. And I took it out this morning to make some biscuits for Justin, because when he's getting home, it's breakfast time for everybody else. But this is his dinner, because he's worked all night. And he was like, you can't use that for the biscuits. It doesn't, make them crispy on the bottom. And so I started just like making it talk. And I was like, knock, knock. Who's there? Interrupting cow. And he was like, no, just no. Like, I would have thought that was hilarious. Okay.
I would think that's hilarious.
I would have been on the floor dying if somebody was talking to me with like a little, yeah. Okay. You're right.
Yeah. Which reminds me, we recorded a funny, but serious episode this week.
Yes, that's right. I almost forgot that we needed to give an update to everybody about what's going on with the podcast. Yes, Monday coming up is going to be an episode where we're going to be talking about the prophetic stuff, the prophetic nonsense that is surrounding the current pandemic. If you guys don't know, you can't actually do videos about the virus right now without getting like shadow blocked. So
Really?
yes, that's why if we're doing anything that has anything to do with that, we're not actually going to title it with that.
Okay.
We have to like avoid the titles, but it is actually about some of the nonsense that the Word of Faith guys
Right.
are. So we're showing some of their clips, we're showing some funny clips, but we're also showing some serious clips about why this is so important, because unfortunately, alongside the crazy Word of Faith churches that are keeping their doors open because they think that they're somehow going to put grease on their hands and scare the virus away, is some solid churches that are still keeping their doors open for different various reasons. And so it was kind of like our plea to them. But first we have 40 minutes of hilarity. So
yes,
coming on Monday.
Some funny stuff. There is some faith healer stuff in there and some other funny stuff. It's a great episode because it's funny, but then it's also like we're serious about, our thoughts on the whole quarantine and how things are going down with some churches that are still open and you know what? I think I've heard from Trump and the head, what's the guy called, that's the doctor that's with him, like the next couple of weeks are going to be rough. Yeah. People having the virus. I think I was hearing something like the mathematicians or whoever comes up with this number, best case scenario is going to be, this is what they're projecting, 100,000 deaths just in America alone. Yeah. That was huge. So be praying, and we definitely have, we're not going to see the ramifications of quarantine for a while. It's going to take a while. Yeah.
Because it was already spreading by the time that but what we can do by not going out as often or wearing masks or whatever it is that we're going to be doing is we can slow that contagion down to a point where the hospitals can handle it. So it's really it's such a weird situation. Like at my husband's hospital, they have, it's not a big hospital, right? Like it's quite a small town to be a capital of a state, but they actually are having a low amount of people in the hospital, even though they have a large amount of people with this virus being treated there, because nobody else wants to go to the hospital. Like if you are, things that you would ordinarily go to the hospital about, you're not going to go right now because you don't want to go and catch the virus, right? So like it's a weird situation in the hospital where there's not enough work overall. Mm-hmm. And also surgeons are being told to limit anything that's not necessary for surgery. And so there's a lot of different things that are happening that are really interesting and different. But I thought that was really fascinating. And another thing that I just wanted to point to is that my husband has treated people as young as Becca and I with this. So when I say treat, that doesn't mean like anybody can get the virus. It can affect anybody. But if you're in the hospital, it's because you're not being able to breathe anymore. So otherwise, they send you home. You can't take a bed if you're still able to breathe. They're saving those beds for people who are so far along in the virus that they can't breathe. And so the idea that if you're a millennial or a Z-Gen, that you can still just go out and do your own thing, other than being irresponsible because you can spread it to somebody else, is actually just not true. Like all you have to have is one underlining issue. If you have a little bit of, it is, if you have asthma, I mean, that's a small, not for everybody, but for most people, if you have like seasonal asthma, things to that nature, even if you're young and healthy, but you have that, you're still going to be at risk. And so for the love of our neighbors, that's why we did that episode that's coming up Monday. This past Monday, we released an episode with Raza Reformas, who, like you were saying, are going live this afternoon. I can't wait. I'm super pumped about that. We didn't have a Tuesday episode from the Aquila and Priscilla Hour. There's still every other Tuesday right now, but we did have a Thursday special, which is just the edited version of our live panel. Yes. So you can't find that. It's not going to be on YouTube, but it is in our podcast. If you like to listen to podcasts, that did the best I could to.
Thank you so much, Bestie. Can we all give her a hand clap and applause?
Yes. Where's the applause button?
I know, where is it? There you go.
I took care of it.
High five. You were awesome.
Thank you. Yes. So that was on Thursday. Friday, of course, which is today, is the Chuck and Low show. Tomorrow on Saturday is going to be the Always Only. And then again on Monday will be us, and that's how our podcasts are working right now. How we're doing all of these, different people in our channel. Guys, don't forget to also check out the Bar podcast. That's I think every Tuesday. That's Dwayne, our brother in Christ, and then on Mondays, Cave to the Cross. That and on their YouTube, of course, they put little clips of it. So that if you can't watch the whole thing, you can watch those little pieces.
Emily said, I love the Aquila and Priscilla hour. Yes, girl, we love you too.
I do too.
Such a queen. We love you.
I look forward to it every week too.
Yes.
Like I look forward to all of our podcasters every week. And I think I'm such a, like, this is so weird whenever I realize that we're all in a channel together, because I'm like their biggest fans. And I'm just like these guys, you get to know people's voices and their tones and the way that they talk and stuff. And you start like, this is the person that I'm going to listen to. And that's how I've always been with podcasts, but it's weird whenever you know them and you're like, I know them.
Yeah. I know you. How exciting is that?
It's so much fun. So that's our week. That's our week this week. And if you're a podcaster or a blogger or you have a business, whatever it is, like the Manlo, is it Manilo or Manlo Media?
Man. He picked Mano Media. I'm laughing because he likes, do you know that show, Mystery Science Theater 3000? Do you remember, or just aware of it?
Say it again.
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
I remember the name, but I can't remember anything else.
They're like puppets that watch movies and they make fun of them.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah, so, the guys that they did a thing later on where it's called riff tracks. So they will provide commentary while you watch a horrible bad good movie. It's so bad it's funny. That's how it's good. It's so bad it's funny. So he did one off Mano, which I've watched with the riff tracks, and it is hilarious. I forget what it is. It's like Satan underneath some I forget. Patrick, you have to share with me. Satan underneath this house. That's I don't know, it's so bad, but the commentary is hilarious. It's like from the 70s movie, but the fact that he put that in it's
the name of his company. Yes. Mano Media. Yeah, if you have companies or blogs or podcasts, anything else like that, I just always want to point this out. We love to give shout outs. We love to hear about things like that. We love to support things like that. So if that's you and you're listening, drop a link, give a plug, all that stuff. We are like absolutely no shame. Okay. We want that stuff. We want to support you. We want you to, if you're in our group and you post a blog every day, post a link to your blog in our Tulips and Honey group every day.
Yeah.
Do it.
And we always check it before we post it. Mm-hmm. But you're able to post anything for the most part, especially in regards to again, podcasts or your own business, your own blog. We love supporting, like she said, we love supporting. We don't have any shame. You do it like a queen, like a boss. Like a boss.
Add it in there. We want to support you. Right now is a difficult time for everybody, but even whenever this is over, we still want to support you. That's just something that I find very odd about other groups, that they don't like that. I don't know. That's weird to me. For me personally, if you're putting out great content, like if you're a reformed blogger or a reformed podcaster, I want our listeners to find that. We have 7 days a week that we need to fill with good content, or else we're going to be watching Mano stuff.
Yes. Yeah. Laura and I have almost been kicked out of other groups.
It's true. We have.
Yeah. We're like, oh my God, they have the same rules.
Oh yeah. We see, and that's a problem too. Every group has different rules and I get so confused.
Me too.
I'm like, oh man, I don't know what I'm doing. Sean wants to know if we ever listen to anything from Fight Laugh Feast Network. And I do. Yeah. You would recognize, I think Cross Politics is on there. I think I might be wrong. But
who's Cross Politics?
That would be like the Chocolate Knox. I mean,
what is the chocolate? What is this? What rabbit trail am I on? What is Chocolate Fox?
No, Chocolate Knox.
What is Chocolate Knox?
And so I think because he's I don't remember now why he's called Chocolate Knox, but it's a funny episode. It's a funny program. But I don't think I've listened to them in a really long time, because now I have all these other podcasts that I'm like, I know the person personally, and so I'm attached to their podcast. And so it's like a like the Steady Anchor. That's another one.
Okay.
And then Steady Anchor's not on the Fight Network, sorry, but that's another one that I'm like listening to now because we've connected with their with a host there. And then Believe the Bible, I think, is Michael Coughlin, and I've been listening to that one.
Okay,
And those are all
that.
Yeah, of course, Raza Reforma, Cave to the Cross. Like, I get attached to the hosts where I'm just like, I know these people and what they have to say matters. And so I think I like prefer the smaller ones, like Women of the Word. That's another one that I look forward to listening to every week because they're super funny.
Does anybody, you all know who Cross Politics are and FLF? I'm like, what? What is this? What are you guys talking about? That's how far behind I am.
Emily said, Emily says, Becca has me weak talking about FLF.
I have, you told me 3 different names that I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no point of reference.
So funny. Oh my goodness.
No, what is this a big reform podcasters that I just don't know about?
Yeah, I think it's a channel like ours.
Oh,
I think they have like multiple different. So there's like a difference between a channel and a network. Like the Bar Podcast Network, they have a network where everybody has their own podcast, and then you have a channel like the Bible Wing, the Thumping Bible Wingnut one. I think is probably not the right words, but birds.
I know that one. Is it connected with that one?
That one. No, it's
okay.
Not.
I'm seeing it. Like, I have no point of reference. I have no idea what you're talking about. Does anybody else know what we're talking about? Becca, you're missing out, friend. Go look them up. You guys, I'm already behind on podcasts. How do I listen to more? How do you do it? And I don't work. I don't know how you do it.
Very ×3, you know, on my headphones now. Just zooming through them. An hour-long podcast, that's only going to take me like 15 minutes. I'll just times that up.
15 minutes.
I get through stuff a lot faster. Okay, yeah. I think we went through everything, though, on our list. Do you have anything else that you want to recommend, review, or suggest?
Recommend? Apparently, I need to listen to more podcasts. Do you guys have a suggestion? How to listen to more. So lately now I've been going for walks more with my whole family, and we do the whole 6 feet apart from other people. In fact, when we go down and people are coming towards us, we go to the other side of the road. That's just how like it works right now. And we are allowed to go out and walk for exercise. But
it's recommended.
I can't listen to podcasts while I'm out with my family, so that's kind of taken a little bit of my extra time. And I can't. Who can do this? Patrick said 2.5 times the speed, Becca.
Yes, that's how you get through them all. But we do the walking thing, and it's so exciting to me. There's something seriously wrong with me. I'm so excited that I have an excuse now to pass to the other side of the road. I already wanted to do that. Now I have an excuse.
Now it's not weird. It's just the new norm.
Yes, that's right. Like, I need to make all of my gospel tracks into flying little planes so that I can just throw them at people as we walk by.
That's a good idea. Can we make these? We can sell these. This would be awesome.
That would be epic. Right now over at Ray Comfort's Living Waters, they do have mask gospel tracks that look like masks, and they are shipping them out for free. So if you guys need a gospel track that looks, like that.
I'm reading all your comments from everybody. They're Reformed Presbyterians. So don't play, what is that? The Nerf gun or the water gun? Just kidding. Love my presbys.
I saw that the other day. The squirt gun, new baptistry is them squirting babies. I thought that was really funny. Yes. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's all we have. You guys follow us on all of our thingies. Click all the buttons.
Yes.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are absolutely so blessed by every single one of you guys. Thank you for everybody that has been sharing our content. That's such a blessing to us. And it was just really a tremendous joy for us to be able to get to do all of that with you guys, to see you guys, talk with you guys, interact with you guys. It's sort of
Patrick said super soaker.
Super soaker. Oh my goodness, April Fool's Day, guys. I want to know in the comments below. Keep going even after this is over. Let us know what did y'all do for April 1st, because everybody's home for the 4th of July for once, right? Like,
oh right,
Kaylee and I pranked each other all day. It was nonstop. I was even like, guess what? Tomorrow you don't have to do lessons. And she got all excited. I was like, just kidding, April Fools. And she was like,
April Fools. Patrick said, love ya. We love you
Aww.
too, Patrick. And your
Love you
wife
guys.
and your kids. Love Cave to the Cross. Is Tony doing better?
Oh, that's a good question. Also, for anybody that needs prayer, list that below too. We want to pray for you guys. There's been a few people that we know that have been affected by different sorry, I'm holding up my lamp right now for somebody that you welcome.
And Marie said, love you girls. We love you.
We sure do. Oh, he's feeling a little better. Praise God.
Yay.
You guys, if you can be remembering my husband's uncle in your prayers, that would be such a huge blessing to us. We found out yesterday that he was hospitalized. The test came back negative last time they tested him. So I don't know if it's just regular pneumonia or if it's the virus, but he does have a lot of underlying issues. So if you guys could just be praying for him, I would just so appreciate that. It would be a huge blessing to us. So
Patrick has 4 episodes.
No way.
Extra.
How?
We don't have any extra episodes.
Wow, that's impressive. We really don't have any extra episodes.
We should. We always talk about it each week and then we it doesn't happen.
You know, some people they really are able to do that, and then others record a few days beforehand.
We're not professional, y'all.
No.
If there's a week we can't, we'll just promote one of our older ones or someone else's.
Yes, I like that idea. Okay, that's it. That's all we have then. Thank you for everybody that stayed on and listened to our nonsense. We hope that these Friday recordings are fun. You just got to see my dog's tail in the background. That goes Clementine. She's our producer. She's just doing producer work back there. Don't pay her any mind.
Oh yeah, answering the hate mail. We gotta have that picture.
That's what she's doing. She had to swipe by through here and answer hate mail. She got so mad at me for responding to somebody who was rude to you the other day. She was like, that's my job. And I was like, well, I mean, you're a dog. So
yeah. I did have someone ask us if we get hate mail. I'm like, yep. We get hate like messages. We don't really get hate mail.
We get very little emails. Yeah, very little emails. Mostly it's messages, which is, it's almost like if we say absolutely nothing about anything Word of Faith, I know that we're not going to get any messages. But the second we start talking about Word of Faith, and it's funny too, because we could talk about evolution, we could talk about cults, we could talk about any of those other things. But the second you start talking about Word of Faith, then everybody is like, that's not loving. That's not loving. You didn't mind whenever I was talking about Mormons or when I was talking about Jehovah's Witnesses. You didn't mind that at all. But all of a sudden, I start talking about like Kenneth Copeland or Joel Osteen. No, that's not loving.
That's not loving. Grow up.
Don't you ever say that I did. I didn't say that.
She's doing the pointing thing. I think a lot of older people do this.
It's not scary when other older people do it. It's just his creepy face. And then he smiled really big. Like he did it. And he was all angry and he was all like this. And then he went.
I know I don't what his first thoughts were.
I don't know, but I was over here like praying hardcore, please Jesus, please protect me, Lord God. I mean, I was like almost putting up hedges of protection and stuff.
Hedges, like, you gotta trim those hedges when you need to. Make sure they're right. Make sure they're pristine.
Woo, super
hedges.
Creepy.
We used to do those. Casting to the depths of
what about cover your walls with the blood of Christ?
Yes.
Pray that and then imagine it in your mind that you're like, yeah, that was a big one.
Wow, that's not New Agey or anything.
Super creepy now that I'm thinking about it, actually.
Mr. Rebuke, bind.
I know what we were doing. Many people have rebuked, bind, declared over this virus, and it's still here. But praise God that they're being revealed for being the crooks that they are.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? You might need to go to jail because that could be a serious issue.
I'm sorry, but anybody who is selling a cure for this should be sued. They should be prosecuted. That is unacceptable because there are so many people that genuinely believe that. They really do. They believe everything they say, and they will actually go out and not care. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they won't care if they're around sick people. Like there are people that we know personally that would hear that, buy their product, and then go over to their friend's house that has the disease and expect not to get it. because that's how much they believe these things. So I do think that that's one of those things that really gets me like super frustrated.
Yeah, so we expose it. We expose false teaching. This is why Lauren and I say it's dangerous. This is why we say labels save lives, and why we continue to share truth. And so glad that our Humblebees are backing us up on that. Thank you guys.
You guys are so wonderful. Seriously, what a blessing you all are. We hope that this was a blessing to you guys. That's all we really have for today. If you have any prayer requests, anything that you want to recommend, keep on letting us know.
Should I not be licking people then?
Should I not be licking people? Do you know that I've had to have this conversation with my child? I have had to have this conversation with my child. Like, you are 9 years old. Stop licking me. Stop it. Now, I remember when I was a kid, I thought it was hilarious to follow my mom around, to chase her around, lick my finger and try to get it all over her face. I thought that was hilarious until I was 16 years old. But there was no corona nonsense epidemic going on. So.
Yeah. Okay, before we go, do you think this is going to change? I was talking about this with my sister. Do you think this is going to change education? Because I wonder if like schools are like saving so much money, not having to provide lighting, AC, transportation. They're probably saving a lot of money as federal and state agencies.
Oh, that's a good question. Public education. So I think that what will actually happen is a lot of parents that have their kids home right now that have been able to homeschool them will keep them, not like a ton. Yeah. But I think we are going to see an uptick in homeschooling because there are so many programs that you can actually, they're free programs online that you can use where you're actually not having to put them together. I do it the hard way, but what happens with schools, the reason why they are not pro homeschool, the reason why they are not going to promote that, they're going to suggest that you need to get your kids back in school is because per each kid enrolled, they get a certain amount of money. So if your kid is enrolled and let's say your kid is ADHD, the school gets extra money for that, extra money for having a kid there with ADHD. So if you have a kid with special needs, they're going to get extra money for that. So for each kid that is physically in the seats, they get like $100 and some odd for each kid. And so I think that the schools themselves are going to be promoting getting all the kids back because right now you gotta guess that there's a ton of parents that are looking around thinking, wow, I could actually do this because their kids are home and they're loving having their kids home. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of them that don't feel that way. I'm not going to say that like everybody is probably not. I know I homeschool. I understand it's very scary and it's hard and it's exhausting. And I get that. But I do think there's going to be a big push for not just in public schools, but in every area of life to start ending the commute, right? Like, I think that's going to be a thing where people decide, hey, I worked from home for 2 months. I can keep working from home.
Right.
I don't need to go to work. I got to stay home with my baby or whatever, whatever the reasoning is, things of that nature. Yeah, I think that's going to stay.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting right now. Like the kids don't have to sit as long to do work because they can do it a lot faster as opposed to a teacher to 32 students having to like most of the time for teachers under the age of like 11, well, really any age, that you're basically dealing with behaviors a lot. Yeah. Attention, kids sitting next to you, introverts, not introvert kids, like it's got the gamut. But now you actually can have less time in doing schoolwork, and they can actually get by faster. And it could be a really great bonding experience, like you said.
I agree. And I've always thought that this was a strange thing. Like when you think about it like that, you got too many kids per classroom. You would think that the schools would want homeschooling to be something that's big, but because they lose that funding, that's why they push against it. And when I say push against it, I mean I have actually had schools that have nothing to do with my child try to convince me or family members that know me that Kaylee is going to be somehow harmed in the long run from homeschooling. And I've heard from a lot of other homeschool parents that whenever they took their kids out of school for bullying or whatever else, that their parent, the principal, the vice principal, administrators basically told them that they were screwing their child's life up. So there is a lot of push from administration in schools to keep those kids in the school. And they're hearing that that's important because the superintendents and the bigger up guys, they know that, that there's money involved. But the teachers, I don't think there's a single teacher out there that I've ever met that wouldn't say this is about the students, right? Like, there's as much as they're probably exhausted, as much as they're probably like by the end of the day wore out and they really can't wait for summer, they love their kids. So many of them do.
Yes.
I know there's exceptions to that rule, but I was reading Elizabeth Pratt's blog, The End Times is the name of her blog, and she is actually a teacher of some sort, and she was talking about how much she misses her kids. Like she's so sorrowful that she isn't getting to see her kids in school. So I think that the issues with that would be higher up, but that teachers themselves would love to get to have more time with their students individually.
Yeah, so less students, like per classroom, per teacher.
What teacher would want to have to like exhaust themselves? If you've got 30 kids for 1 hour, that's only 2 minutes per kid. That's
right. It's true. That's crazy. So you're not getting as much work in, even though they're in class for 6 point whatever amount of hours, but you're actually able to get more one-on-one at home right now with your child. They're actually able to get more work done than what they get in a full day at school, because
it's
like it's hard. It's so hard in these classrooms. 32 kids, it makes absolutely no sense. That's really why,
they're bringing all that homework home, because there's like enough time to explain it and answer questions before your class is over. Kaylee is several years ahead of her own age group, because it's so much faster to teach them at home.
You can excel faster.
Yeah, you've got the 1 or the 2 or 7, however many you have, and you can homeschool them. But if you guys want any more information on homeschool, there are some links in my blog. Send me a message and I will pull those. I meant to pull those all for actually the sister that we were talking about at the beginning with the autistic son whose birthday we wanted to shout out, and happy birthday to him, and anybody else that is not getting a birthday this month because they are stuck at home. Any other children, like we mentioned at the very beginning, just in case you were just now getting in to this, because there are some people that just now started. If you have children that are not going to get a big birthday because of this, we want you to send us their names, their date of birth, and a picture so that we can shout them out on our live feed on Facebook, so we can just tell them happy birthday every Friday.
Yeah.
Be able to do that. And even if you're not a kid and you just have a birthday this month and you want to let us know, we will.
Yeah, even if it's not the same day, if it's not Friday, we still will say it. Even let us know before. Well, I would love to post that stuff. That's so much fun. We try to we just like to shout out. We're the shout out. It's Patrick says I like to shout out loud. Or shout at people.
Shout out people. You love to shout at people. Tammy said we need to get the little shout out spray. And keep it here.
I'm like shouting you out. Here we go, guys.
I totally started to do that the other day, and then I saw the price and I was like, oh, never mind.
I know. If you guys listeners, do you have a bottle that we can borrow? We need 2. That would be awesome. A shout out. Just it can be empty. We don't need new ones. Okay.
Yes, that's right. It can be totally empty. But speaking of which, before we go, I just wanted to let everybody know that we are going to be having some brand new content coming up on our Patreon account. We're discussing some different things. So we want to create some content where we're actually helping other people. If you guys are wanting to create different things on social media, we're working on that possible idea. We're also going to be doing small segments of creation, explanations of young earth creationism, and so we're going to be doing that in small portions. It's only going to be available on our Patreon, so if you guys want to check us out over on our Patreon, I'll make sure to pull the link and put it in there before I log off of our thingy-mabob. But that's pretty much it. That's all I got. What do you are you good, Becca? Did you get it all?
That's it. We pressed all the buttons. We shouted out at people, and this is a great Friday, and I cannot wait for Monday's episode. It's really good, guys. It's a really good one. You're gonna laugh, and you're gonna hear some awesome talk about the quarantine, and hearing our thoughts. So I think it's a really great episode.
I'm sure you're not too tired yet, right, everybody, of hearing about that? Everybody's good?
Most of it's funny.
We tried to make it funny because everybody is talking about this right now, and I don't want to exhaust people from all of this. I think it's probably a lot. It's probably a lot for everybody.
Yeah, and not all the videos that we had were even about the virus. Just some funny stuff. I wish I could do one of them. You know which one I'm thinking of? The first video that I put.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Yes, 100%.
Don't tell anybody. No spoilers here, okay?
No
y'all?
spoilers. But we just
Hey,
can't wait for you
Dwayne's
guys to
on.
see it.
Oh, Dwayne, you're right at the end.
Hi, Dwayne.
After we already told you we love you.
No, we totally told everybody to stop watching this and to go and watch The Bar. But it's too late now. Sorry.
Science replying. And then Emily Macy said, "Hi, Emily."
Hi, Emily. We totally shouted you out earlier. We showed our cool journals.
From Emily?
No, not Emily. I'm thinking of Carmen.
Sorry. That's okay.
Sorry, Emily. We love you too, though.
Confused. But I can get confused really easily, like podcasts.
I like the fact that I just posted a YouTube link instead of the Patreon link, and it totally took me to YouTube. It took me to Patreon. That's weird. Okay, but just so everybody knows, we have 3 tiers on our Patreon. We have the 2-month, the 5-month, and the 8th-month. If you guys want to come over there and join us, there's going to be some content coming up. Also, you get all of our content early so that you can see any of the episodes that we're posting the night before instead of having to wait for it. And there's some other cool stuff in there. So go ahead and check that out. If you feel so inclined to join us, we're going to be putting in a lot of new stuff there. But that's it. That's all we got. We love you, Humblebees.
Yes,
we'll talk to you later then.
Bye.
Bye,